Hey you guys, I'm here together with Brian, and Brian discovers something about the new method to burst. So Brian, please tell us more.
Alright, this method I discovered, it was by accident, purely by accident. I was theory crafting a bit and I was just kind of tired of playing Demonology. So I tried using a Drain Life build. And what this centers around mainly is the talent choice Harvest Life. And it was mainly going to be a healing build. Just something I could do in duels, you know, get back to full HP rather quickly. But then I discovered a sort of bug, if you will, about Metamorphosis and Drain Life. If you Drain Life in Metamorphosis, you can actually make it hit twice, but it costs more Fury. So it sort of stacks. And if you add this into your burst, like with cooldowns, the damage is just insane. It is
really insane. Like, I've tested the normal burst, and I'm gonna show you later in the video. Now already you saw the normal burst on my human, which was around peak damage for 20k. On Orc it's a bit more because you have extra spell power thanks to Blood Fury, or what is it called?
Yeah.
Blood Fury, yeah. But the damage from the Drain Life build is just insanely higher. The only thing I think is like not preferable, or like is a con to the way of bursting, is that your mobility will be less because you need to spam cast Fear. So you have to actually stand still, and I think that that's horrible at high rating arenas. But Brian thinks that's fine.
I think it's all right if, like, because since it's a channel, it follows on the target even if they run around a pillar, so they can't really pillar out of your burst. I mean, the only thing they can stop you from doing is spamming it, which you do need to do to acquire a lot of damage. It does seem to need to be spammed quite fast. The faster you spam it, the more damage you get.
And that's why haste also benefits this way of bursting a lot, because your global cooldown will be really short. And you can spam Drain Life so fast, and then I think it's a bug. I think it's definitely a bug that it stacks. It seems like your damage is increasing till a certain max, but it's just increasing too much. For example, if you cast Drain Life, if you channel it from 100% to 0, the damage is not that great. But if you spam it, the damage is like awesome. So I'm gonna show you the Drain Life burst right now, and you can see the damage. So it's just a normal burst rotation as I showed you in the other video. The only difference is that instead of spamming Touch of Chaos, you will spam Drain Life in Metamorphosis, not outside of Metamorphosis, and still go into Metamorphosis before the second Hand of Gul'dan lands. I'm going for 1 Imp and 1 Felguard, not double Imp.
Are you an Org?
Yeah.
Did I tell you I got my Grand Black War Mammoth yesterday?
Yeah, you told me.
I don't know how rare of a drop that is, because I got it in this raid. You know Wintergrass? The raid behind Wintergrass? I got it there, and I'm just like, what is this? Is it a 3 mounted? It is? Oh my god. It just, I don't know. It doesn't match. That's the only thing off about my Xmog. I can't seem to find a proper staff.
Into the burst.
Alright. Did it just poop on the numbers that you got earlier?
Oh my god.
Demo Morph.
Okay, do it now. Do it now.
I did.
Oh my god. I did. Maximum peak damage was around 160k, I guess. Overall damage on you was 71k DPS per second. I killed you in 9.7 seconds. Although you had 1 million HP, which is like twice what a player normally has.
Yeah. I saw some crits in there.
It's quite similar actually, but it's shorter. I mean, it's longer. It's 11.5 seconds. The other one was 9.6. My overall damage per second was also lower.
Let me take stamina off, because most players have 500,000-ish. So this will be about the speed that you'll kill a normal player. What was that?
Fucking hell, man. Well, the damage per second is like going up, and then you're just dead.
Do you think someone can honestly run around a corner before that killed them?
That was like below 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like people, they don't seem to be able to kite me soon enough.
So I've shown you now the damage on target dummy, the normal burst, and the drain life burst, which is insanely OP compared to the other burst. Also on players, it seems to stack beautifully and it does awesome damage. It does way more damage, or just actually, yeah, just a little bit more damage than the other burst method, and you can actually global. Well, not global someone, but like kill someone in 5 seconds or something. And normally it's around 9 seconds, I guess. I don't know, something like that. It is faster, but I think that the con is that you can also be interrupted. Although Brian also has a solution for that.
Yeah, if you put a unending resolve, if it's in your macro, please take it out. Just you're doing it wrong. If you put unending resolve somewhere else on your bar on a comfortable bind, pop it as you go into Metamorphosis, you can easily cast quite a bit of drain lives before you can get interrupted and silenced. So the only thing you have to worry about is stuns, and there I mean I would hope if you're doing this in arenas that your partner is also CCing them during bursts. Something something has to be going on.
Yeah. So the con probably is that you need more skill, and your teammates need to do cross CC better.
They so also need to know. They need to be aware of what kind of burst you're going for.
Yeah. And I think that you can only do this versus certain comps. Like versus casters, this works really well because they are not on you and they can't pummel you or stun you easily. So I think versus casters it's better. But if a warrior is training you the whole game, or if a rogue is training you the whole game, or maybe a feral, it's gonna be really, really tough. Unless they can chain CC the feral off of your ass, and then you can maybe burst.
Yeah, in my experience in like some twos, I noticed that warriors give me the most trouble out of any other class. I can take down rogues pretty well. As long as you wait till Cloak of Shadows is gone, you're fine. But warriors, with all the charges will interrupt you even if you're in unending resolve. And shockwaves, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The stuns are the worst nightmare for this build.
And this burst method is going to be fun at lower rating, and the higher you come it's going to be more and more difficult to set it up. But the damage is so insane that I think it's definitely worth trying out in like BGs, because in BGs you can always freecast, or like most of the time, and then the damage is gonna be pretty insane. Also you need a little bit more Demonic Fury than normally to be able to burst for a long time.
I also have something to say about that. Is before I go into burst, I always have enough fury as long as I put corruption on them and fell flame twice. Make sure my pet is training them.
Yeah.
It seems to give me just enough fury.
That's correct. That's correct. It's like you just need that little bit extra, bit. I'm just gonna burst for fun actually. Let's see what I can do second time. It's 550 again, yeah, 550 something. But you can see that Dark Soul is still running for 5 seconds now. It just ended right now, and I exited Metamorphosis a bit sooner, just because my Demonic Fury was running out so fast due to the drain life spamming. So if you have like 400 Demonic Fury, you can burst forever, I think. Especially if you use Hand of Gul'dan instead of Chaos Wave or something.
Definitely.
And, So I think it's a really, really viable burst. It's just different. So if you're playing, I think if you're playing a team where one of your teammates is more likely to be trained, so for example, Demolock, Enhance Shamey, and I don't know, a good healer, then they're probably gonna train the Enhance Shamey. Also with the mage, they're probably gonna train the mage. Also with Hunter maybe. What else? But definitely not with DK. They never train a DK or a warrior. They don't normally train a warrior. They just go for the Demolock then. So with those teams, it's less likely to be used often, this burst. But the beautiful thing I think about this burst is the only thing you need to do is spec Dark Regeneration into Harvest Life. And you can still burst normally, if you prefer that.
Yeah,
but
like, for example, if you're doing against a rogue or Death Knights, they have AMS and Cloak of Shadows, and that will stop the Drain Life burst. So you do need to have to then micromanage yourself back to Touch of Chaos until at least their shield or whatever is gone. Or you could burst afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, you can choose what to burst. I mean, you will miss out Dark Regeneration, which is a really important cooldown to have. But it doesn't really matter, like, if your healer is good, if he can top you, whatever. Like, this is the normal burst, and you can see it's way less. Like, the peak damage goes to... Like, this is a weak burst right now, I have to say. Like, I'm not so lucky with crits. But normally it's around 420, 450k peak damage. And the other one just goes way higher because of the bug or the whatever it is.
Keep in mind, also, if they are going on you, this is still a good and viable burst as long as you're counter CCing, because the healing that you can get back is just phenomenal. Like, at times, it even exceeds the Dark Regeneration macro to a health stone.
Yeah, I mean, I can kill myself right now. Actually, we're in a group, so, you know, the healing is way more. But, like, Drain Life does heal a lot, you know, if you spam it in Metamorphosis. I mean, this is group healing, you know, so it's 45k per tick, which is, like, way too much in a group.
Well, it's only if something is attacking you, like, then you get battle fatigued.
Yeah.
Like, player.
Can you show me where the Warlock trainer is? In the Cleft of Shadows. I mean, you can Google that shit, right?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know. Well, anyways. But yeah, I think this rounds up the whole video and shows that it is actually a viable way of bursting. And I have to say, it's really fun to do it. Because it's like weird and people are like, what the fuck is he doing? But the damage is remarkably fast. It's like, it just ticks and ticks and ticks and you know, it's like just a wall of shit that goes over you instantly, you know? It's like insane.
Yeah, I've had quite a few funny encounters, especially with Morpheus in some arenas, and we've killed people before they even seem to know what happens. Like,
yeah.
It was just insane. I've killed some paladins before they could bubble because they didn't realize what was going on until they were dead.
Yeah, indeed, it's insane.
I don't think many players expect to be drain lifed to death.
No, indeed. And it's really good damage. Same area as Ragefire. Yeah, that's the low level dungeon, right? Ragefire or something.
Yeah, it is Ragefire Chasm.
Yeah.
I hope I never have to go back to that place.
Indeed. Actually, never level or do a dungeon at so low level. I think.
Yeah, they seem too mongoloid, monotonous.
Yeah, indeed. Anyways, I'm gonna shut down the recording. Thank you for watching, and use this burst for fun or for pro level arena if you can get it off.
Yeah, leave in the comments what you think of it. That'd be nice to see.
Yeah, and also test it yourself and leave a comment whether it does like way more damage or just the same for you. For me, it does quite remarkably more damage, but yeah, depends on your build maybe. Also, if you have a different build like Mastery or Full Haste or Full Crit, I wonder how that scales the Drain Life, because I've only tested it with the current build I have, because I want to maximize the Hand of Gul'dan damage and shit, but I still think if you go Full Haste, maybe it's more damage. Let us know. Anyways, see you guys.